14 systems, 9 different versions of the same customer record. Which one is actually true? Phase C is where you stop asking the business what it does and start mapping what it actually runs on and where every piece of data actually lives. Because right now, at Karoo, the honest answer to who is this customer depends entirely on which system you happen to ask. And none of the 14 systems agree. Start with the application portfolio. Every system Karoo actually runs, not the ones anyone remembers buying. The point of sale system, the e-commerce platform, bolted on years later. A loyalty database the marketing team stood up on its own. A warehouse management system. A finance system nobody in this room has logged into. Some of these systems talk to each other. Most don't. The portfolio isn't judgment. It's just an honest inventory of what's actually running today, whether anyone planned it that way or not. Now, the part that actually explains the 9 copies, data ownership. For any piece of data, one system has to be the single source of truth, and every other system that shows a copy has to know it's a copy, not an original. Right now at Karoo, customer name and address get entered independently in the point of sale, the e-commerce site, and the loyalty database, with no agreement on which one wins when they disagree. Change your address on the e-commerce site, and the loyalty database never hears about it. That's not a data quality problem you fix with a cleanup job. It's a missing ownership decision, and until someone makes it, the cleanup job just runs again next quarter. Between systems, you have integration seams, and every seam is a decision. Does data flow in real time, on a schedule, or not at all? Right now, the e-commerce site and the point of sale system have no seam between them at all. That's the disconnect from episode 3. The loyalty database gets a nightly batch file from the point of sale, so it's always at least a day behind. Draw every seam honestly, including the ones that don't exist yet, and you can see exactly where today's application landscape breaks. The target landscape doesn't rip out all 14 systems. It draws one new capability, a shared customer record, owned by exactly one system, and rewires point of sale, e-commerce, and loyalty to read from it instead of holding their own copy. 9 records becomes 1. Not because anyone deleted 8 databases overnight, but because the target landscape gave everyone a single place to point at, and a plan for retiring the copies over time. Next episode, we get specific about how that shared customer record actually gets built. Phase D, technology architecture, and the standards that stop every team from picking its own database again. See you there.